Erica Lorraine Spencer here. It is May 18th, 2021. The current time is 6:39 a.m. I just want to go on ahead and note I have been working on my publishing documentation. The stating, as is already established, but I want to make sure that I explicitly state the fact at Economy Inn, 2301 South Euclid Avenue, the state is constantly patrolling via aircraft. And so this is the state engaging in the ongoing use of plane activity as it is flying over the room and amplifying that activity. Now understand, I am highlighting what is the plane activity. The state is engaging in an ongoing use of literally the sound of the building, meaning an ongoing booming, banging, a pounding sound of the room, mimicking earthquakes on a constant basis. The people of the state of California are engaged in what is ongoing harassment and ongoing threats, and while they are ceaselessly monitoring what the state that is amplifying plane activity. And so as I pick up my other phone, I have more than one phone, so as I put down one, pick up the other one, a plane flies over. As I press a different button on that phone, the room is like, you hear a boom, like there's some bomb that's blowing up in the room. And this is not an exaggeration. The state is engaging in creating sensational activity and doing so in this obnoxious, disturbing manner. Okay, this is activity creation. This is the ongoing pattern of conduct. This is inside of a private space, and this is what the state is doing. This is a psychopath that's engaged in monitoring and doing so in this manner. And so I want to document that it's 6:40 a.m. and the state is engaging in ongoing patrolling, stalking with activity using the method of plane activity while it is stalking via planes. And as the state also has help me establish that it is also stalking as the group stalkers in their police uniforms, the Ontario Police, AMR Ambulance, the Ontario Fire Department, no exaggeration, are engaged in group stalking right now as I speak. The state is at attention, monitoring everything that I am doing, and the state is, I want to make sure I note at this venue where I remain 24 hours a day. This is the psychopath that does not sleep. I'm up when I'm asleep. They're up. The state is up monitoring. This is surveillance, and the state is engaging in that sensational activity, booming and banging in the walls, shaking the bed. It's ridiculous. The state is amplifying plane activity. It's 6:41 a.m. It's Tuesday, May 18, 2021, and understand what the state is doing. The people of the state of California are doing with it, and that is on a 24-hour basis. That's P.O.C. All right, it's Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. It is the ongoing engagement in the criminal elements of monitoring by third-party group stalker Spectrum, a commercial actor monitoring inside of a private space. And I was going to tell you they were going to turn the television back on as I started recording the podcast. What happened on the screen is, like I just took pictures of, it was black. And first of all, it's stalking with activity using the television, which is a communication device. I took a picture of what is this, and I just took a picture right now, speaking to the television coming back on. And while I'm recording on a podcast, that's called activity creation. All right. So what I took video of was the fact that Spectrum using the television not only for monitoring, but also to engage in the element of what is harassment and threatening while it is monitoring the documentation about its criminal activity. The state is present. Okay, the state is monitoring to the activity that is being intentionally created using the television, a communication device that is internet operated. This is pursuant to the ongoing federal group stalking and monitoring that I remain subject to on a ceaseless basis, and this is facilitating conduct. That is already established, and there is no argument. What I'm documenting is the fact that Spectrum is monitoring inside of a private space, and I'm also documenting what is the ongoing engagement. So this is exceeding the monitoring conduct. They're monitoring with communication devices. As I identify group stalkers, they engage in repeating that conduct. Now, the P.O.C. is already harassment and threatening. Okay, it's a government doing in concert with the people of the state, and you are seeing all the ways the people of the state engage in that criminal system with the state. That's harassment in and of itself. Okay, the entity engages in the behavioral pattern of repeating it as you identify them as an actor. So this is pure engagement in the elements of monitoring, not only for the purpose of monitoring with communication devices in violation of the federal stalking statute. It is engaging in what is that demonic aspect that is intended merely to just repeat that which it has been documented as engaging in period, for purposes of maybe the demonic satisfaction of engaging in the criminal activity as they're documented. It is the criminal elements of monitoring, period. It is a communication device. It is internet operated. It is inside of the private space where the state is present. This is all established already. Spectrum is and Economy N are irrefutably engaged in monitoring using this device. And this is also that which is not exclusive to this venue, as I've already shown, the same conduct, the same method used at other analogous venues inside of the private space, quote unquote private, because I was being monitored there at Woodside Senior Apartments and Mayfair Inn. Even when I was kidnapped inside of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, they would use the television as a means of activity creation inside of that jail while they were monitoring, all right, doing the exact same conduct, stalking with activity, using the television, turning it on or off, following what I am doing. And then this is Spectrum. That is the internet operator. This is a sex offender monitoring inside of a private space, okay, creating activity while I'm engaged in activity inside of this private space and engaged in corporate invasion of privacy. As you're hearing on the podcast, the television comes back on. That's activity creation. What I captured in video was showing how the television was just blackened, all right, and then Spectrum repeats it, goes on to blackening the screen, adds a pop-up. It is the exact same conduct when Spectrum is blocking out the television with the prompt for a parental code. It's the exact same conduct using something different on the screen, if you will. It is the engagement of light activity. It's audible activity creation as they interrupt the television. And it is pursuant to stalking with activity as well. It is used in that regard as well. And that's literally what you heard as the television came back on. That's monitoring. They are monitoring by doing that. And I took a picture most recently. It's 2:08 p.m. What I took a picture of was as the television screen went black again. And that occurred at the moment that I finished uploading the second video, which is uploading on YouTube right now. At the moment that I uploaded that video, the screen goes black on the television. That's stalking with activity. Okay, stalking with light activity as the screen goes black, stalking with audible activity as the television is stopped in its operation. It follows immediately as I uploaded that video. I took a picture of it. And then after I take a picture of it, then the screen remains like this for a couple seconds, and then a pop-up shows up on the television, and I took a picture of that. It remains out of operation in this manner, and then I start recording this podcast, and this is when you hear the television come back on. That's all activity creation, all right? Engaging and repeating the monitoring conduct is engaging in what is that federal level of harassment while the group stalker is continuously monitoring and facilitating monitoring, all right? This is multiple federal charges. You're monitoring, you're facilitating monitoring, you're engaging in harassment while you're monitoring, you are presenting an unlawful threat in concert with the government while you're monitoring. You're doing so while you're engaged in corporate invasion of privacy in an ongoing sexual offense while you are monitoring. And this is the people of the state of California engaged in this altogether. Spectrum is acting on behalf of the people. Spectrum is acting vicariously on behalf of the government, which is monitoring me to this activity that's being created using the television, a communication device, on the venue of the internet in order to monitor what I am doing on my phone and on my laptop on the venue of the internet and as I engage in any movement inside. All right. So this is relevant to all more than one, not only the federal stalking statute, but also the laws to be enforced against it as to the ways in which you are seeing how the public entity monitors. Okay, this is television used for monitoring as I turned it on in order to get some more documentation about the people. This is P.O.C. It is 2:10 p.m. and I want to be clear it's channel 2. And so as I turn the television on, as I showed in the video, that's how you know I am the one operating it. The guide, not the guide, but the info around the channel comes on. And I did that on video so you can see. And just blackening the screen, turning it back on, adding a pop-up while you black out the screen, adding a parental code prompt while you black out the screen, or just blackening out the screen altogether. It is the same exact act over and over, and it's monitoring. It is 2:10 p.m., and that is federal group stalking and monitoring. That is harassment. That's the ongoing sexual violence engaging in activity creation while it is engaged in ceaseless corporate invasion of privacy, aware of what I'm doing while creating and intentionally creating activity in this manner. All right, that's P.O.C.
Would you like to schedule a new routine non-emergent face-to-face appointment?
Yes. 8EUJ 222 ST8YLO 7LKY 597 7TJV. I didn't see the rest of that one. Just that. This is license plates. That's audible activity in the background, and the state's fake sun is over the vehicle while we're in motion. 44568K1.
Eye appointment.
And I did just capture the video of the state's fake sun directly over me as I exit the room and go stand in the parking lot. 7EQY496. Oh, and let me be clear. It is May 18, 2021. It's 2:46 p.m. So driving north on Euclid Avenue, state's fake sun over the vehicle as we're in transit. I did take pictures of what are the economy and personnel engaged in loitering in relevant position. I just captured moments before they took position there, and the state is creating long, ongoing booming, banging in the room, sensational activity. And they are taking their place on the first floor. As I just shown in the video moments prior to that, where they're standing my enlarged shadow, the state is directing light right there. They're creating light activity. They're in relevant position while the state's creating audible and sensational activity. And the state's fake sun is directly over my head. Be clear, the state's fake sun is directly over my room at 10 something in the morning. It's 2:45 p.m. It's in that same position. As I have already documented, the state's fake sun moving in motion over my head as I walk north on Euclid Avenue. It's supposed to be over Ontario Over Family Community Library at the same time right now. It's supposed to be over Mercy House at 435 South BONVIEW right now. It's supposed to be actually over Woodside Senior Apartments at 408 West G Street, apartment number 51, precisely where I am right now. This is P.O.C. and I'm subject to monitoring. I also took a picture of what is spectrum, creating light activity in relevant position in that commercial vehicle. 6K91714, having absolutely nothing to do with the maintenance of absolute control over that communication device inside of that private space where the state is aiming that directed light, which I also took a picture of as I opened the door. You see it spanning into the depths of the room on the ceiling behind the door. And this is also that which is present while the doors are closed, and it's coming through the window. 1303269. This is spectrum engaged in the P.O.C. in relevant position, spectrum engaged in the P.O.C. inside of the private space on the venue of the internet as well. Spectrum is engaging in no repair that's affecting the operation of the television. I want to be clear. This is daily conduct with that communication device, documented as of August of 2020, and also occurring in the wee hours of the morning when 2:34 a.m. when Spectrum is nowhere near engaging in form for loitering in relevant position under the state's fake sun, while it is amplifying helicopter activity, as I am documenting 5XSW 757, 7DFU 246, 7PHP 958, 6WME 6MWE 033, 8TRR 884, 7YUA 321, 7FHV 934, 6VPH 787, 7DAD 024. I'm at the intersection of Transit and Euclid, where the state's fake sun is now right here over and not over the room at Economy Inn, as I've already shown. So that's 7MWE033, 8EOD237, 5B32535, 02929C3, 8EFN869.
I need my eyes examined because
SAIHEMI.
Right now, currently,
8EVR542.
Like a white film.
5EBF599. 6YCK865. 5XSW 757. Kids, I didn't read that one already. 5DRP 721.
It hasn't stopped since I've stopped taking the medication. It's still continuing.
Proceeding north on Euclid Avenue, passing B Street.
It's both.
And she's not even going to Mercy House. She's just going straight on Euclid Avenue. This is just patrolling. Helicopter is directly over the street. I'll go ahead and get that. And this is the recording. I'll go ahead and get a picture of that. Monitoring on my phone. This is the pop-up appearing. License plate 8RBS432. That was a black helicopter flying south over Euclid Avenue. And I took a screenshot of my phone, which is monitoring. That is also the direct evidence of every group stalker that I'm specifically documenting. It is 2:50 p.m. Fake sun over the car at G Street and Euclid, and that was the state flying in relevant position, flying south over Euclid Avenue, the street I'm on, where the state's fake sun is over me, and third parties surround, including the one in the car, creating audible activity and operation of a communication device. 7ZUC851, 8A88871, 7 You can scratch that. 7VXY. You can scratch that. I can't see that one. 8. Oh, I got that one. 58654T2, I believe. That's AAA.
Just when my
Regardless
eyes
of the license
get
plate, that's
the
AAA in
film.
a commercial vehicle monitoring. You're going the wrong way. Where are you going?
No.
And this is the third party who's listening to everything I'm saying. She's just acting as though she's consumed in her phone call. Where are you going? Mercy House is the other way.
I don't know.
You need to go back. You need to go toward Holt Boulevard. It is 2:51 p.m.
Sorry, say that
7
again.
GMF 870. The helicopter is direct evidence against all of these third-party group stalkers. 7NQB029.
I'm almost 60 years old. No.
And I'm at I Street and Euclid. 6DTS 332, 8ETB 061, 7FHJ 203, 8TFR 310.
No. I've had both of my shots.
It's 2:52 p.m. 6DFC 250. All right, taking a screenshot of the state's fake sun directly over me as I'm at the intersection of I Street and Euclid, making a U-turn, 8SPN 489. All right, this is the state's fake sun over that location where I just captured it. Now we're going south on Euclid. I'm at Granada and Euclid. So I just took a picture. The state's fake sun is directly over the car, okay? License plate, 8D, oh, I can't see that one. You can scratch that. 7RYS 424. And I took a screenshot while the state is monitoring on my phone. The same pop-up recording failed while the state's fake sun is over the car in motion while we're moving. Okay? That's P.O.C. 7RDP 6D2. 7NZD 843. 8RYR 538. 8NLH 297. 8SFT 369. AA0 Heart MTO. 8JBS 403. Right where Ontario police are, right in relevant position, creating light activity while the state's fake sun is directly over me. That's direct evidence against the people of the state, including the one in the car on her phone. You're going to go to Holt Boulevard, like I said, light activity by third-party group stalker, and 24449C3.
Left or right?
You're going to make a left. It's 2:54 p.m. Ontario police in relevant position, creating light activity. License 8CMZ417. License 7CXS520. That's Ontario Police, vehicle 1897. This is P.O.C. And there is the fake sun right over the car, okay? Not over economy N. That's absolutely impossible. This is what they are doing. They're monitoring with communication devices. Ontario Police right here, engaging in criminal facilitation of that. Monitoring on my phone, creating a pop-up to block recording. There's nothing wrong with my phone. This is the fake sun. I want you to take a good gander at that because it was just over me at 2301 South Euclid Avenue, moving north, up Euclid, south, up Euclid, remaining squarely over my head, which is what it does day in and day out. That's a psychopath. That is a psychopath. Ontario Police, P.O.C. License plate 5GKD226 7JYW807 8CMZ417. You're going to turn on the Holt Boulevard. License plate, again, that was Ontario Police loitering in relevant position, creating light activity using its vehicle, and the state's fake sun squarely over my head. This is audible activity creation while she's in operation of a communication device, and the state's fake sun is directly over the car, moving as I move. It is currently 2:55 p.m. License 4428 1E2 8SVK205 41310G1 8JMK540 8KNJ292. It's a commercial vehicle. 4VGP654 5PPX646 3W. Hold on. QB 806, 8SOA 051, 5DIV 610, 6AGG 941, I believe. That's a BMW. They're proceeding west on Hope Boulevard, crossing path 4VGZ 653. 6FOS 614, 8SDC 217. I want to be clear, the States Fake Sun is directly over the car as we are at the traffic light at Euclid and Holt Boulevard. Okay? License plate. Let's see. It is 2:56 p.m. Eight MUV 890 7WF 873, I believe. Can't really see that one. Series of white vans driving east on Holt, turning north on Euclid Avenue.
909-890-7160.
And will be a good time to contact.
Early morning.
6 MUM 542.
I work from 9 to 6.
06713 U2. 26798C1 08689C3 7KXJ 749 USPS 03255. I'm sorry, 0325577. That's
Yes.
USPS, the vehicle number. No license plate on it. 6MTW 619 7GGP. Can't really see that when you scratch that. I'm at Pleasant and Holt Boulevard, where the auto zone is. Captured the States Fake Sun over my head at an absolutely different time, early in the morning. This is P.O.C. 8RBG. I can't really see that when you scratch that. 8SLW734. You're going to keep going until you get to BONVIEW. 57463A3. I'm at Malcolm and Holt Boulevard. It is 2:58 p.m. 8CLN 561. I'm at Kegel's Appliance Center, where the State's Fake Sun I captured in video directly over my head as I stood at that building, and the state was aiming directed light all the way on the side of that building, all the way up to the ceiling of the top of the building, while these third-party group stalkers were crossing path in their cars. All right, State's Fake Sun over me as I'm in motion. 6J94104. 87901C3, in case I didn't read that one already. 6SZK438.
For about
8NXE242. Let's see, license plate.
You mean the eye stuff? It's been happening for over 3 years since I started the medication.
Okay.
Now, I want to be clear, we left Economy Inn, where the State's Fake Sun was planted as I clearly captured it, and directed light as I clearly captured it. We proceed north up Euclid Avenue, State's Fake Sun in tow directly over the vehicle. I captured it squarely over the windshield of the car at I Street in Euclid. As we go north, we proceed south back down Euclid, remaining in that same central position. Now we are going on Hope Boulevard. This is traveling east on Hope Boulevard. State's Fake Sun in same position, 8TYK234. Far from Economy Inn, over the room at 227 FDR Hart JAG.
Primary doctors to get more information on.
Passing Dollar General, where the State's Fake Sun captured an entirely different part of the day.
What you mean?
This is P.O.C. And this is a third party in relevant position in the car monitoring her own daughter. All right, this is P.O.C. It is 3 p.m.
I'll do that if that's what I need to do.
6CJB 809.
Yes, ma'am. Like, since you are able
8VQH 447.
it's letting you be able to
8MSS 902. And let me be clear, who she's talking to was a third party. They are engaged in monitoring as well. It is entirely deliberate, okay? This is who she referred to as Kaiser. So Kaiser is engaged in monitoring, if that's in fact who she's talking to. 6WAY 922. They're monitoring. License 7UJ8388.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, is there anything else I can
License 21016E3. License 5VBY643. 4WYF 427. It's right here. Oh, I thought they were closed. It is 3 p.m. Are those good? Alrighty. I need to get my vamp back. Yeah, if you're going to. She said it'll take an hour, so are you gonna leave or come back? Yeah, I should go get myself something to eat and come back. I think I know I'll call you when I'm done, or are you just gonna come back? Okay, I'll call you. Alright, it is 3 p.m. like I stated. 3 p.m. at 435 South Bonview. And the state's fake sun is squarely over my head where I stand. City of Ontario crossing path under the fake sun, UPS crossing path. This is the fake sun right here over the property, over my head. This is P.O.C. Absolutely incompatible, impossible to coexist with being over my head at 435 South Bonview, okay? This is P.O.C. Yeah, they're open. I'm going in right now. It's 3:13 p.m. AMR ambulance patrolling past in relevant position with their lights on, driving what would be east on State Street. And that's a relevant position as I see the emergency vehicle crossing path as I'm sitting inside of the office at Mercy House. And then AMR sounding sirens as it proceeds to cross path, driving on Bonview, proceeding, that would be south on Bonview, using its sirens to do so. And what we'll be seeing also on the cameras at Mercy House is a line of minions that enter into the parking lot and then enter into the office after AMR sounded sirens. That's audible activity, and they were already in relevant position as AMR sounded those sirens, and the third-party group stalkers are also patrolling via traffic. It's 3:14 p.m. It's 3:15 p.m. That's P.O.C. What was that you were saying about a nigga? What?
I say nigga.
Uh-huh.
All day long.
Uh-huh. And what else?
Frontline Bloods, that's what I say.
Okay, what's your name, Blood?
Larry Meyer.
Larry Meyer thinks he's hard. He's a white boy with red hair talking about nigga. In relevant position, creating audible activity under the state's fake sun. That's P.O.C. at Mercy House. That's the people of the state of California. 3:16 p.m. 5JTM007, 8DNT999, 6JKY719, W849C0. It is 4:23 p.m. AMR with lights on the vehicle, crossing path going east on Holt Boulevard as I am approaching on Bonview at Holt. So we're driving north on Bonview, and the state's light source is directly over this car, leaving the property at 435 South Bonview, and AMR proceeding crossing path, creating light activity. Again, it's 4:24 p.m. So the traffic cameras at Bonview and Allen showing where I am right now, they're all monitoring. License 8SNP862, 5NDF568, 8G58373, 7W59416, 8TGN502, 8URT046, 75875Z2, that's a commercial vehicle. AMR creating light activity. We've got what? Oh, this is the state again creating light activity. That's AMR on Holt Boulevard. Oh no, that's Ontario Fire. So we've got AMR, Ontario Police, and that's the state right here, Ontario Fire Department at Church's Chicken. This is the fake sun right here over the windshield. This is P.O.C. It's Ontario Fire Department creating light activity, criminal facilitation, Amazon Prime, license plate 00045U2, P.O.C. It is 4:25 p.m.
Right now, specifically, what are the what has sparked
8 KDK 752
we are seeing here?
7 JJF 899 USPS number 1261519 license 4 WOK 336 I believe. License plate 8 UHJ 269 8301 2S1 8 FCY 235. Proceeding west on Hall Boulevard, passing Plum, States Fake Sun over the exact same intersection that I captured in the morning when I'm there, walking from the museum to the health center to B&G Plaza. The States Fake Sun is at the exact same location, 7EHG 786 4924 7Z2 7TYZ 312 5VYM 430. Can we actually go over here?
Where?
You're going to the grocery store, aren't you?
Oh, okay, Staters.
3MYB194. Sorry. It is 426. I don't want that. Why do you have that? Where'd you get that from?
I bought it for you.
When? No, you didn't. That
$1.
came out of a pack. No, you didn't.
No,
Quit telling
I bought it at the
fibs.
store.
These aren't sold singular.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. They come in a pack.
The lady sold it to me for $1 at that liquor
She
store.
oversold you.
For $1?
Yes, these aren't $1. But that's fine. I'll go ahead and take that.
She oversold it.
She overcharged you. No, she overcharged you. These are not $1. You can get a whole pack of them for like $3.
Yeah, because the guy was trying to give me something
For our
for like
FC.
$1.69. I was like, no, I'm looking to only spend $1. And then she pulled that out.
You should make a U-turn and not turn down Euclid Avenue. They're all breaking the law. I mean, it does not. This is lawlessness that I'm documenting. 5VWM430, 8KOY 105. And so you can go right back and get behind all the minions so we can go straight on Euclid. Oh, I mean, what is this? Oh, or not? Okay.
So would you say that the government of Ivan Duque, or is it maybe the local regional governments or authorities that are just
3WSW 284,
allowing them to operate?
7EHG 786. Ontario Police Department again. Understand this is the state creating a barrier. Ontario Police loitering in relevant position at the Furniture Dreams. The police officer is standing outside of the furniture store. They have up signs that say road closed, and now it is present with a motorcycle. The Ontario Police vehicle that I recited the number of is gone, now just standing there and loitering in relevant position using a motorcycle with lights on that motorcycle. I'm at the intersection of B Street and Euclid. That's P.O.C. All right. It is 4:28 p.m. 7NSD 672 6Z 34523. BP55J03 paper 32533N1.
Right, so Colombia's history is important to this whole aspect. You mentioned the peace deal.
You went and got Church's chicken?
Yep.
The source
You
of
want some?
violence was mostly in the Colombian countryside with battles with the FARC guerrillas.
8GLD. I'm sorry, 8GLB 906. 6 ARK 339.
Did you want some Church's chicken?
7KTT 085. I don't know. Let's see. 6SNW 076. 8KQH 610. 737499. Can't really see that one. It's a Mustang with a handicap license plate on it. And light activity. The state has created a barrier around this location over here. State's Fake Sun directly over me as I'm at the intersection of C Street and Euclid. It is squarely like in the center of the street. This is impossible to coexist with the State's Fake Sun as I captured it just on May 6th, standing over me, over me at the freeway exit of the 60 freeway. Right? You recall that? The State's Fake Sun at this end of Euclid Avenue right now. It's 4:30 p.m. 8J55404. Let's see. Ontario Police, Ontario Fire Department, and AMR Ambulance. That is all of the state acting while I've been out. NBRS-TV. Actually, can we stop in here? I need to go to T-Mobile. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get out then, actually. Yeah? Because you got to park. Where are you going? You're going to go far away. Oh, okay.
I can't even turn around.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to... Let me, don't... I'm going to go pay. Probably by the time you drive around, I'll be back. I'm just going to go pay my phone bill. It is 4:31 p.m. All right, it's 4:43 p.m. I captured video of what is Amazon Prime flying directly over the intersection at Holt and Euclid, where I'm standing, and the state's fake sun is directly over my head while I'm also standing there. And this is absolutely impossible, as everything I've already shown with the state's light source is how you know everyone around is monitoring. The state, acting via Ontario Fire Department, engaged in P.O.C. I captured that on video. The state, via AMR Ambulance, monitoring while I'm at 435 South BONVIEW, monitoring as I am en route in traffic, going north on BONVIEW as AMR is using its lights, crossing path going west on Holt Boulevard, crossing path while the state's fake sun is over the vehicle. I captured it directly over me at the property of 435, directly over the car as we are traveling, leaving the Economy Inn at 2301 South Euclid Avenue. I just captured the state's fake sun, which is clearly captured above me over the exit while I'm standing in the evening at after 6 p.m. State's fake sun remaining over me while Amazon Prime again, as I documented it today, again monitoring with the state and third parties, and the state's fake sun is in real. I want to be clear right now. At T-Mobile, I captured video impossible light activity, and you'll see it in the video, and it's all across the inside of the store, spanning across the walls. And I want to be clear, monitoring blocking my debit card, which is not even used. It's money sitting on it. Their communication devices are a means of blocking my card. Understand this is relevant to data access on the phone, communication device documentation publishing. This is P.O.C. What's going on? You want to try it again? Sure. What do I do with my card? What is that? That's a wireless little card swiper. All right. Declining my card that has money sitting on it that I don't use. Only made one purchase with it. While they have impossible light activity spanning through the store. Understand traffic is driving on Euclid Avenue, driving north past the store. There is no angle of any of that traffic that's going to result in the light activity that I captured in the video. White light spanning through and through this store. All right. This is P.O.C. Traffic turning from Euclid Avenue going west on Holt Boulevard is not going to result in that light activity. Traffic going east on Holt Boulevard past the store is not going to result in that light activity. But you do have the state's fake sun, which is directly over my head as I'm standing outside of the store preparing to enter. All right, that is the hallmark. And this is relevant to what is the harassment of the target individual while you're monitoring. All right, declining my card, which has money on it. Again, there is no malfunction of technology worthy of these monitoring. What's going on? It is 4:45 p.m. What happened, Claudia?
My thing.
That's audible activity? Was that beeping?
Yes, my thing.
Mm-hmm. It's audible activity. Music stopping is audible activity. Let's see. Got all kind of soundtrack. You hear that? Music starting and stopping. That's audible activity. It's 4:46 p.m. Yeah. Does it state the reason?
It's just saying that it's having trouble processing your payment.
Payment not authorized. Please present another method of payment to the store associate. Decline. Sorry, we're having trouble processing the payment card provided. Do not try again. Please provide a different method of payment. To pay for $10.30 and this is to get the unlimited data. All right, this is T-Mobile. And what's the address of the store? 101 North Euclid Avenue. Okay, and they're monitoring, and understand she's using a communication device, a little iPad. She's using a communication device, a wireless little keypad to scroll the my card. She's actively monitoring with impossible light activity and the state's fake sun over the venue, and ongoing patrolling, and I captured the state flying directly over as I am walking to the store. And the state is also in relevant position via Ontario Police, creating a barrier around, creating light activity using their vehicles. This is P.O.C. I just want to be clear on that. That's it. I can't use the card, so you're declining it. All right. For $10.30, that was right. Okay. You created the PIN though, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that went through.
Yes.
Oh, alrighty. Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Have a good day.
4:47 p.m. T-Mobile third-party facilitating venue. Let's see, 21251F2.
Street, I don't like it.
6WBN 211. 44607X1. 8MAG 472. 6MIZ 542. 1516113. That's fire. 151615. That's fire. 6ZXN 728. 6BHS 560. 63870F2. 7XAV 999. 7YWM 149. 7JQG 305. 5YTE 574. 6WBB 790. 8W23651. 8TWW 933. 8F40751. 5SUL 304. Do you have cash? ED 107, the handicap. 7KNG 648. 8ETB 519. Hey, Claudia. Impossible light activity spanning throughout inside of the store. Just like I showed when I was outside, sitting at the seated area outside of the Seniors Center Apartments at 280 North Lemon. And as I'm sitting out there, you see the line of light just span across that seating area as I'm sitting outside as the third party walks by. That's what the state is doing inside of the store. Just light scanning inside of the store. White light, all right? That's exactly what they're doing in here while third parties are patrolling outside in traffic in relevant position in the buildings around and in relevant position inside of the store. Monitoring and engaging in that sort of harassment. And this is also a threat where the entity is monitoring you. And then what is the goal here? Trying to obstruct my ability to access data as I'm using my card, which has plenty of funds well exceeding $10.30. It's a card that I have not used. I've only used it one time. The money is sitting on there. And again, how are they doing it? Using the communication devices that they are monitoring with. This is T-Mobile at the corner of Holton and Euclid, monitoring and engaging and using their communication devices that they're monitoring with to decline my ability to purchase. This is very informational. This is very informative. This is P.O.C. Hey, Omar. You guys declined my card right now that has money on it, so she's going to come and use her card. 8NAU 163. That's 8NAU 163. It's 5:11 p.m. I'm sorry, 8SLX 376.
Okay, so for the first transaction, you have the N18 mobile or not mobile, amounting of $266.56. So this transaction was made last May 5th, and your balance became $163.70.
Correct. What happened to the
transaction at mobile card?
At what?
You make a transaction at mobile card amounting mobile card.
Did you say mobile card?
So it's amounting of $27. Yes.
You said, okay, I need you to repeat that. I can't understand what you're saying. I made a transaction at mobile card. Is that what you said? Or T-Mobile?
Mobile card.
What is mobile?
This is the merchant name.
What is the transaction amount?
I don't have any. $27.02.
$27?
Yes, $27.02. So your balance became $136.68.
And where was that when was that
And
purchase made?
She said there was.
When was that purchase conducted? When was that? What was the date?
March 11.
Yeah, that's untrue. That's not me. What else?
Another transaction at mobile card.
You said March 11th?
Amounting of $27.
Excuse me. You said March 11th?
There was something for $266 too.
Okay, March 11th, I made a purchase for $27, you said?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Another transaction at mobile card amounting of $27.02.
Mobile card El Monte, is that what you said?
March 11. Yes, mobile card.
What city?
Can you hear me clearly? So
No, ma'am, I hear you clearly.
I can speak
I'm trying to recognize you have a thick accent, and I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Did you say mobile card El Monte?
mobile card.
And what city?
$27.02, March 11. There's no city that was located here or that was posted here on the account.
I thought I just heard you say El Monte. Did you not say El Monte?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. It's 5:40 p.m. All right, and what else? That's not me either. Go ahead. What else?
Another transaction at mobile card. So it was May 15. You have multiple transaction at mobile card amounting of $27.12.
Did you say May 15th or March 15th? What's the date?
May 15. May 15.
So that was.
You're making
right.
you're getting me confused with the dates. You said March a moment ago. So I need you to tell me, you're saying it's
May 15.
okay, because March it was not even activated yet. March I was still going to work to earn these funds. And so you're talking about May 15th, which is not me. You're saying it's $27?
And 12 cents.
Okay, and where was this purchase made?
Mobile card.
So all at T-Mobile.
No, that's not T-Mobile. May 15th is not T-Mobile.
So anyway.
Where's that receipt?
Anyway, so since we have a multiple unauthorized transaction, what we have to do is to change your card status into inactive.
That's not.
So you can avoid the fraudulent transaction.
She does not. Excuse
So
me.
for this kind.
Excuse me, before you proceed, I have a question. Excuse me, I have a very important question. Please do not overtalk. Listen, you were talking about purchases made on the 15th, mobile card for $27. Even if I had a remaining balance of over $100, that does not make it zero balance today. That is not me that made a $27 purchase, and that still does not explain the fact that I have zero funds on my card. So that is not an explanation, and you're not giving me very much information, to be honest with you. You should have the information of the city where it was this transaction occurred, and also where it is. You're saying mobile card. I don't know what that is, and that's not me. And that is also not going to result in $0 balance. I had over $100 remaining after I made the single purchase at T-Mobile on May 5th, 2021.
The 266.
Yeah, I really apologize for the inconvenience, Mrs. Spencer. If you want to check your transactions or your...
This is monitoring conduct. This is not a malfunction of connection. This is a minion. This is P.O.C. These are the minions that I have to deal with. Just breaking up.
Not want to make this transaction. What we have to do is to change your card status into inactive so you can avoid the further that you have. And then after we're going to inactivate your card, we have to transfer this call to the...
I want to be clear. I have all the bars on this phone. This is the T-Mobile network. Okay, why would I have to inactivate my card? This sounds like you're making up an explanation as to why the funds were taken out of my account that I did not spend. All right. So Yeah,
So
you are. You are. You are. That's
we
not
have
me.
to change your card status into inactive since you have already an authorized transaction, means someone already knows your information of your card. So this transaction can be happen again sooner. We don't know when, and we don't know who was
Oh,
the
it's the
one
state.
who
It's the
made
state
your
that's monitoring.
transaction. So we
Uh-huh.
have to avoid that.
Uh-huh. Okay, so first of
So
all,
we really have.
yeah, I have a question. The money needs to be put back on my card. You're talking about purchases that I did not make on May 15th. I was inside of a hotel room. I did not leave at all. Didn't make any purchases online. And I also still do not understand how that comes out to over $100. What I need is my money back on my card. And so how are you going to remedy that situation? I don't know how you should be able to prove these days where people are stealing cards, if that's what your position is going to be, that somebody else spent the money on my card.
So
How do I get my money back?
It was at T-Mobile, correct?
I only made one purchase at T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Right, but what she's
Hold
Again,
on, let her talk to me. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
okay. So again, since you have an authorized transaction, we have to inactivate your card first. So if the card is already inactivated, I can be able to transfer you to the dispute team. So you're going to file the dispute so that we can be able to investigate what happened on your card. And then that's the time that we can bring your money back. So right now, is it okay with you to inactivate your card?
No. How long does that process take? Because I need my money.
You have to get a replacement card, Ms. Spencer, through your employer. So your employer will be the one who's going to provide you your new card with you.
Oh, so the third party is going to provide me another card that is subject to monitoring, and so they can come up with some rationale as to why they removed the money from my... This is the same entity, by the way, that I'm documenting. Okay, so you're going to deactivate this card, which you are stating has these miscellaneous charges on May 15th that I did not make, okay? And that resulted up to the total balance that I had remaining on my card, which is exceeding over $100, right? And so when you deactivate the card, then what do I have to do?
I'm going to transfer that call to the dispute team so you can file the dispute for your transactions that you didn't make.
And you guys aren't able to establish readily that was not me? You have to...
Call the dispute. She's giving you the information.
Okay. That's fine. All right, you do that. Go ahead, deactivate my card.
I already changed that card.
Okay.
I already changed the card status into inactive. So let me transfer you now to the dispute team so you can file a dispute. Do you mind holding?
Sure, go ahead. I want to be clear. Let me document this third party. This is the state engaging in monitoring. Okay, at T-Mobile, the inability to access my funds, understand it starts with monitoring. This is all occurring under those facts. And it's a good thing that I also documented what was occurring while I was at that venue. And I want to be clear also, monitoring, paying with my card on the communication, this is all a means of monitoring, and the entity that is monitoring maintains absolute control over circumstances, creating what is the narrative as to why the money is not on the card. Understand that. Alternatively, you also have what is the entity that is monitoring, the very minions that are engaged in awareness of my bank accounts, my email addresses, everything that I have going on in my life is subject to monitoring. So this is P.O.C. regardless, but I want to be clear, this is a third party Rapid, and it's, let's see, Rapid with the Visa debit logo. This is a third party, and this is pursuant to P.O.C. And so where a third party group stalker at T-Mobile, where the state engages in blocking my ability to purchase, and irrespective of a third party going back and making that purchase, understand my calling these are all third parties, my calling the entity, because this is the people of the state, and they're stating that there are miscellaneous charges. Of course, this is not me. I did not make these charges, and I have $0 on my card and remaining. And so you're talking about her reciting, oh, there were these charges that were made on May 15th. And she's very vague with the information. And so this is going to result in the immediate resolution being the entity just deactivates the card, and I have to go through a dispute process in order to get funds that were already present. Understand that. This is P.O.C. and the entity that maintains the absolute control over such circumstances. What my point is that the entity that is engaging in federal group stalking and monitoring is fully engaged in and capable of manufacturing such information. Not only is this pursuant to monitoring, this is also the same entity that engages in this sort of harassment. Blocking my card at T-Mobile was P.O.C. And what? No, they're not. And what I have is the ongoing monitoring while I'm subject in the store, and I captured the direct evidence of that. This is in no way not related to it. I want to be clear on that. And the fact that you have what is the ability to verify to me, state that, oh, there were such purchases made on this such and such date is in no way refuting the fact that it is the monitoring conduct. And this is, I want to be clear, this is an excellent example because this is the harassment that I was subject to when I started being subject to very aggressive and violent harassment when I was practicing law in Los Angeles, and I was dealing with my creditors at this time, Macy American Express, and my creditors that I went through to pay for my law school loans and my college loans. And understand, I maintain an excellent history, paid my bills every month, never have gone through a situation where I was not responsible for paying for my bills. The more that I became aware of this monitoring system, I was subject to this sort of harassment by Macy's American Express. I would call them to inquire about changing my address because this is when I was seeking to immediately move out of my apartment and change my information, my contact information. Macy's American Express engaged in this analogous conduct, not cooperating with my attempts to change my address, and then altogether made my card inaccessible. I couldn't use it anymore. And this is not what I requested. I requested to merely change the address, and they did not change the address. They made it so that I could not use my card at all. And then I continued to make payments. Once I documented those receipts, I would go to third-party facilitating venues, and I kept pictures of those receipts, and the money was not placed on that account. So they were taking my money, as you can make payments on your Macy's card at the store, and it was not going onto my account. I want to document this as well. This is the same entity engaged in this conduct. The creditors that I paid for my education with, my school loans, my college loans, the absence of any history where I am not responsibly handling those accounts, paying for them, and timely filing for a forbearance, or pushing back those loans. Again, as I have moved out of my apartment, this is 2018, as I'm becoming aware, as I'm documenting third parties, this is the conduct of the entity, and they engaged in harassment. I asked for a forbearance, and they not only declined my forbearance, they did so out of the published guidelines for how they are supposed to do so in such process. They did not conform by their timeline of providing me in writing the fact that they were going to respond to my request in writing for a forbearance, and they outright declined it as I called and inquired on my own, because they did not respond to it in the way that they published, in the way that I reasonably expected them to. This was the harassment by the creditors that I dealt with. I want to be clear. I dealt with Chase Bank. They were monitoring. They were engaged in this level of harassment while I'm subject to that system. I dealt with Bank of America. They were monitoring me. Okay. My bank accounts, that information, which is also in violation of the laws governing such a business. They were monitoring, and everything that I have pursuant to those institutions was subject to monitoring. Hello. It's 5:52 p.m. Excuse me? I'm sorry.
You have the card number.
Sure. Let me give you the card number. This is P.O.C. I want to be clear on that. And by the way, where the government is monitoring you, there is no exception. This is showing you the expansive operation of that system. My card number is let me put this on pause.
Thank you for that one. Let me check.
All right, I just restarted my card number. Erica Spencer.
All right, thank you for that, Miss.
Fully capable of making up the fact that charges were made on my card, and this is why I don't have money on my card. Understand that. In addition to that, the very third-party group stalkers that are monitoring have access to all of that information as well. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mrs. Spencer, just to verify your account, may please have the last 4 digits of your social security number. Dispute transaction.
As I hear it's more than one transaction, and I'm very unclear on the location of these transactions and what the amounts are. It sounds as though, based on what I heard a little bit, that there are transactions made for $27 each.
266.
And I have, no, that's my transaction, the one that I made with that card, which was at T-Mobile on May 5th. That was the only transaction that I made. And I was told, can you reiterate what the transactions are? I'm going to be clear. The only transaction that I made was on May 5th at T-Mobile in Ontario, California for a phone. That was it.
So all the transaction that is unauthorized is from mobile card. So it shows here that this transaction is international. This is from Mexico.
Uh-huh. Understand, they can make up whatever they want, all right, while they take cards off. I'm sorry, take my funds out. And, of course, I'm going to dispute that, but I'm documenting this as well. Fully capable of literally making it up. Go ahead. Obviously, I'm in Ontario, California, and I made one purchase on that card, and you're stating that it's made from Mexico. That's fine. It was not me, and I'm contacting you because I need to dispute it.
Okay. All right. So the last transaction that you authorized was the amount of $266.56.
That was on May
T-Mobile.
5th.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
All right. So you will receive the dispute form in 3 to 5 business days. Just please confirm it with your signature. We need your signature on it. Then resend it back to us. You can send it through fax or through mail.
Through fax or through the mail, you said?
Yes.
It's a hard...
Don't worry. There is a instructions on the dispute form. Once you receive it, just sign it, then resend it back to us. For the fax number and the mailing address, it is also indicated on the dispute form. Okay,
so I have a question, ma'am. You guys don't have any electronic means of doing this, meaning you can't email it to me, and I can't email it back.
I'm so sorry, because we need to see your signature on the dispute form.
Right, I could
we need to
sign...
investigate on this one.
I know, I could sign it and still email it to you.
I'm really sorry, but that is only for fax, via fax or via mail.
Okay, I was just asking. That's fine.
I'll fax it.
That's pretty old school.
Okay. So, just to ask, when did you first learn this unauthorized transaction on your account?
Today, the second time that I am using my card. Again, let me be clear. I activated this card on May 1st. And I made a purchase on it May 5th, the only purchase that I made on it. And that's the one that I told you about at T-Mobile I bought that cell phone. And that is it. So today, as I am seeking to, I'm at T-Mobile again today to make a purchase for $10.30. And I was declined 3 times. And so this is when I'm learning the fact that my card doesn't have, actually, that does not mean that my card doesn't have money on it. All it means is that my card was declined. I'm calling and finding out from you now that I don't have any money on my card, apparently.
So that just means that their system is hacked.
So I already indicated here. Okay.
Oh no, this is excellent documentation, because this is exactly what Macy, American Express, Chase Bank.
On this one, because this one is an authorized transaction, then we really need to investigate on this unauthorized transaction on your account.
I was gonna say it should not be hard for you. I have a question. You just said it was in Mexico. I mean, it should not be hard for you to determine what happened, right? At all. Especially this day and age, you should readily be able to determine and especially I'm telling you I'm in Ontario, California, and I haven't even left the building where I was at in Ontario, California. So it was not me. Based on what you're claiming, you want to say it's Mexico charges? That's fine. It wasn't me. No, I'm just stating this should not be rocket science at all.
I do understand that, Miss Spencer. Let me just take note of that one. Okay. And we do have an investigation team to process this investigation. To process this dispute investigation. So you really need to wait on this one. And don't worry, because we are going to credit your account, the provisional credit, until we have an outcome of this
dispute investigation.
Right.
All
Okay. So how do I access
we will
those?
be sending you a notification.
Okay. Okay. So you just answered my question. So you're gonna send. Oh, I want to buy those hot wings. So you're gonna send me. You're gonna send me another card. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we are going to send you a card replacement and also for the notification of the dispute outcome,
Got it.
of the dispute investigation outcome. We are going to send you a notification on that one, all right? So it will be sent through letter, okay? It will be on your mailing address.
That's fine.
So is there anything else I can help you with?
I just want to be clear. I need the funds on my phone, and so how long is it gonna be till you guys send me that card? Send me the card with the provisional funds.
Okay, so for the provisional credit, once we have the dispute form that has your signature, we are going to process that one and you will receive this within 10 days, okay? From the time that we receive your dispute form that has your signature, because we need your signature on it. And then for the card replacement, that will may take 7 to 10 business days.
That's fine.
Okay, well, you can pay my phone bill and I'll pay you back.
But if you want, you can get a new rapid card from your employer. Then we can just link the information so that you will have a new rapid card.
So I could
is the fastest way you can get a new rapid card.
Oh, well, I mean, let me be clear, I'm still subject to monitoring, but sure. So you want to get, I could do it that way as well. I can get another card from my employer and then that difference will be put on that new card, the money that I should have had on my card.
Okay, because you were asking for the provisional credit, that will be processed, okay? Just please wait for that one. Once we have the dispute form, just please wait within 10 business days, you will receive that on the active card. So I suggest for now, get a new rapid card, then we can just link the information so that you will have a new rapid card. And then for the provisional credit, it will be credited on your active account once we have the dispute form that has your signature on it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you'll wait for it.
Okay. So is there anything else? So I will just take the note here, Miss Spencer, that you will just get a new rapid card from your employer. Is that correct?
Yes.
I mean,
need
that's
to
an
call the Jennifer.
alternative. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll
just
just
call
I'll contact her, yeah. And then you guys, when I get that new card, you're saying that you can just put those funds on the new card? Is that what you're saying?
Or are you still going to mail you a check?
Or do you mail it in a
We are
separate?
just going to link the account information.
So what does that mean? The card is going to be
But if you
deactivated?
want, I can order. Yes, this card that has an authorized transaction
You don't need that card
is
anymore.
already inactive.
No,
But
I
if
don't.
you want, I can order you a new one.
Thank you. I don't
And
want that card
then-
anymore. I don't want that card anymore. I want that information wiped. I want to be separated from it. I'm reporting it to you guys. So if I get another card, I don't want you to link that
it, no.
information. I want to start new with a different card, and I want my money on my new card. Does that make sense?
Okay, so if that's what you want, then get a new rapid card from your employer. Then let them register that one onto new account information.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. I'm sure Jennifer will know what to
All right.
do. Okay. Is there anything else that you need from me? I just need to wait for you to send me the form or whatever.
Yes, it will come to your mailing address within 3 to 5 business days. Just please wait for it, Miss Spencer, all right? So is there anything else I can
Sure.
help you with?
I need to be clear. Who am I speaking with?
Yes, you are speaking with Joe. That is J.O.
Okay, thank you. And do you have an employer number? An employee number, I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, because we do. I can give you the call ID if you want, because we don't have a number. So the call ID number here is 1390097.
Okay. And you don't have any way for me to identify you?
All right. I'm so sorry. Your account was already notated, and I have my name on your account, and it was already noted.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the information. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye. I want to be clear that that is documentation of the entity that is engaged. And that's not the first time I've been subject to that. This is literally the manufacturing of a narrative, as the state literally just revoked my funds, my money, my property, in order to stop me from from purchasing my card. A T-Mobile card, a T-Mobile. I don't care. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of something right now. Let me finish this. And while I'm in the middle of a purchase at T-Mobile. So then what happens? I go through, I follow up. And so, of course, the entity can come up with any kind of narrative that they want. They maintain control over those circumstances. But let me be clear. Alternatively, like I said, the state is monitoring. I've already established that. And the third-party group stalkers, the state are maintaining group control and access over my information. My bank account information is not private. The bank accounts that I had, the information in my emails, every job that I applied for and or went to interview for, all of this information, which is in violation of existing laws governing those companies, governing the banks, the institutions, all of that was subject to monitoring. The employees in the bank monitoring. This is all P.O.C. And this is a form of harassment that I was subject to already. And this is an excellent segue in order to speak to what Macy's American Express engaged in. Monitoring and harassment. And this began, again, I had a good relationship with Macy's American Express, and my credit establishes that. I always paid my bills, okay? And so if there was ever a time where I needed a day or so to get a check and pay them, there wasn't a problem because I had an excellent history with them. When I became aware and was subject to very intense harassment, namely while I was practicing law in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, working for higher counsel, working for special counsel downtown LA, working for I can't believe there was another one engaging in, an egregious level of harassment while they were monitoring, okay? This is the demonic activity that I was subject to. The entity harassing, that's a hallmark, okay? This is what I was subject to before I knew I was being monitored on top of that, okay? And so this is what the creditors, my creditors were engaging in. All of a sudden they're being uncooperative, and it is totally unfounded and uncalled for because I have an excellent history with them. This was Macy's American Express, and I took documentation of my receipts as I was making payments, and I also observed the fact that they were not applying those payments to my account after they removed my ability to even use the card, when all I asked to do was to change my address because I was removing myself from my apartment in Upland, California. I was moving and I was trying to change my address as it was formerly a P.O. box attributed to the third party that I was living with at that time. I was removing all of those ties. Macy's American Express engaging in what was deliberate conduct and using what it has at its disposal to harass me, okay? And this is the P.O.C. Macy's American Express engaged in this conduct, and my creditors, the ones with whom I paid my loans, my college education and my law school education, with whom I maintain an excellent history as well, and subject to that same conduct. That is P.O.C. It's 6:07 p.m. And I am at third-party facilitating venue Food for Less, and they are monitoring systematically. And all of this is, again, ongoing public information. So that's P.O.C. 5GDZ 478 7YWK 406. And again, as I stand here at the front office, these minions that locked me out of the room, the state's fake son is right here. While I'm in the car and she's driving through the parking lot, the state's fake son aiming light onto my face. This is how close the light source is, and I just captured moments ago, let alone all the documentation that already exists. The state's fake son squarely over me on Hope Boulevard going east and west, remaining over me. I'm standing beside the T-Mobile store. It is directly above me on the side of that store, while also the state is also in direct conflict with even that location, aiming light inside on the tops of the wall, at the ceiling, inside of that store, monitoring. State's fake son captured squarely above me at those locations. As I'm documenting these third-party group stalkers over here, State's fake son is right here at this location at 2301 South Euclid Avenue. 7 BAS 727, right? It is 7 p.m. on the dot. State's fake son back over here at this corner after traveling and being around me, including at 435 South BONVIEW. Hi, you locked me out of the room again, right?
I'm not locking you.
Yeah, you are. Go ahead. You do. That's locking me out. 7 p.m. Yeah, okay, so can you guys stop putting a parental block on the television? Every single night, it's blocking the ability to watch TV.
Not only your home,
No, it's every single night. Everyone else hasn't documented it like I have.
Now he's working.
Just because Spectrum was in front of your property today does not mean that that's an excuse for this is going on almost a year now of documenting you using the television as a means of harassment. So,
But not only your room. It's the same thing happened in other
yeah, I know you claim that, and your husband or whoever he is to you stated that Spectrum was working on the property. It was going out at 4 o'clock in the morning. Was Spectrum working on the property then? 2 o'clock in the morning, Spectrum was working on the property, which creates a parental block on the TV, right? That creates a parental block? It doesn't. It does not. And working out, yeah, okay. Did you provide me access? Oh, okay. Thank you. That's audible activity under the fake sun at 7:01 p.m. And again, the group stalker that was in relevant position under the guise of getting a room, he's a group stalker under the fake sun, that's 7YWK406. He's on camera wearing a hat. His overweight minion mate in the back seat, on the driver's side, P.O.C. It is 7:02 p.m.